everybody, welcome back. Alright, so this week what we're going to look at is this Fire Dragon military camp stove, as well as the Fire Dragon eco-friendly tablets. Now this is made in Great Britain, so if these work good, which I suspect they will, they're probably going to be hard to get if I can find any more of them, but if they're good, I'm definitely going to want to look them up. So, and we've seen stoves like this in a lot of different survival kits. We got one in ReadyWise. It was really not that well built. This one is surprisingly well built. It does have multiple configurations. As you can see, there's these ridges along here, so you have multiple configurations. But what's unique about this one is that it has this windshield, which actually you can slide it on the back side of it. Open her up. You slide it down so that it locks in like that. Then you close it up like that. And so, like, whatever direction your wind is coming, you have a windshield here. Alright, so now here I have some water. It's not hot, it's cold, but we'll actually be able to see it bubbling. Actually, here, look. You can look here. Just cold water. Alright, now, okay, to start to kick this off, we're definitely going to be using our lighter knife, which I just had. Oh, there it is. Alright, so we do have our lighter knife. Got our Bic lighter. Now, these Fire Dragons are eco-friendly. They're odorless, non-toxic, and smokeless. It does say that it is safe to use indoor or outside. Largely, it's a gel that contains denatured ethanol. So, it should burn pretty good. Alright. So we're going to give this a shot here. Okay, I can smell it a little bit. It is like a gel in there. Alright, so we're going to slide that down right there. Put that right there on the lip. Okay, and I suspect this is going to get hot, so we're going to definitely have something that we can use to get that cup off when it starts to get hot. Alright, so let's see here. It says it lights easily. Well, that is true. Alright. Okay, so now we will put our cup of water onto our stove. And it is 12:34 by my clock. We'll see how long it takes for this water to boil. Alright, get you a close-up here in a minute. Okay, so as you can see under there, it's starting to bubble. Starting to bubble in there. See the flames kicking up? That's that denatured alcohol gel that's just starting to simmer away. Alright. See, we can watch it from the inside here, just like that. Alright, so as that's getting ready to boil, let's see here. Fireplace, barbecue fire pit, chimney, camp stove, campfire, etc. So safety is indoors or outdoors. Easily start campfires, barbecues, and home hearths with Fire Dragon fire lighters. Fossil-free, sustainable solid fire lighters. Add 1 to 2 cubes under your tinder and fuel. Ignite it with a spark. Match your lighter. Works with wood, coal, and briquettes. The cube blocks liquefy when burning. And you can definitely see it's liquefied in there. Look under there. You can see it's kind of bubbling. Right there. Right there, you see it bubbling. So definitely it's turning into liquid under there. That's going to be the whatever the gel is in the denatured ethanol. Keep away from heat. Hot surface sparks, yeah. So you want to keep these away from anything that's going to set them off. But again, made in Britain. Says here 14 grams, 0.5 ounces, fossil-free fuel blocks, odorless when lit, non-toxic, smokeless, safe with food, easy to ignite even when wet, sustainable ingredients. All right. And well, it's not something you'd be able to see, but I can see how, you know, when water starts to boil, how you get like those swirls in the bottom. It's definitely starting to get the swirls. It's been 3 minutes, and I can start seeing, I can tell that the heat is getting to the water. So that's a good thing right there. All right. Well, as you can see, wind coming from the back, it blows, but it does not go out. So that's a good thing. All right. So with this windshield back here, you'll actually be able to, if you set this up in the right manner, you'll be able to cook even in windy conditions. And that's a game changer right there. Like I said, this seems to be better built than the ones I've seen before. And that windshield, that's the first time, I mean, they may be out there, but that's the first time I've seen a windshield on one of these. So I like the way that this works. All right, 4 minutes in, I can start to see the water is heating up. I think I see one bubble in there. Yes, we have our first bubble after 4 minutes. So that means that 4 minutes in, I believe the tablets we got with the ReadyWise burn for about 8 or 9 minutes. So hopefully we get some boiling here in the next couple minutes, because we are at now 5 minutes in. Oh, let's see if I can show you this. Let's see if you can see there. There you go. Nice. We can start seeing the bubbling around the edge there. 5 minutes in. So 5 minutes and you can get some boiling. We get warm water. We'll see how long it takes to like really boil, but it's starting to look a little bit aggressive right over there. Starting to get some aggressive boiling going. Oh, and we got some major bubbles going down there. There we go. Now we can start to see it boiling on the bottom. They're really good. So 6 minutes in. So 6 minutes with these fire dragons, and you got some boiling water. And yeah, you can see that it's really aggressively boiling now. So this would be good to use if you had if you had to purify your water. This is a fast way to purify water for drinking, so it's safe. But it is really going. We didn't get a boil like that with the other tablets. Look at that. That's at 6 minutes. This performs better than I suspected. That is some really boiling water. So with this, you definitely can purify water if you had to for drinking purposes. Of course, you clean out all the contaminants first, so you get it down to just the water, get rid of like all the dirt and stuff out of it. Possibly use a coffee filter to do that. It's a nice little hack. And then you can boil this. That way you can boil and kill out any germs. It's been 7 minutes now, and we still have a little bit of flame under there. So when we want to see how long it'll burn, and we know that at 6 minutes we're going to have a full boiling. We'll have rapid boiling water at 6 minutes. That's putting out a lot of heat there. So you can use this as, say you have a freeze-dried meal. Now you have water that's ready to dump right into it. And there's maybe a hint of the denatured ethanol, but what it says on the box, it is in fact odorless. There's no smoke. Anything that's coming up here I see is steam. Alright, so now we're at 8 minutes and we still have a little bit of burn under there. Boiling water, odorless, safe to use indoors. You have a wind protection. But, I mean, this is good because let's say that you are in a situation where you don't want to be spotted and so you have to boil water indoors. This is safe. There's no odor. There's no smoke. So it's going to be harder to spot you. So I can see this coming in useful if you have any stealth type of situation that you have to deal with. Alright, I think it's starting to cool down. Our boil is not quite as heavy. But it's been 10 minutes. No, 8 minutes. 9 minutes. We just hit the 9-minute mark. We still have a little bit of heat coming up. Lots of steam. This is very, very hot water. There's a little bit of a smell now. It's not bad. It's not really heavy, so it's not something I think you'd really need to worry about. Let's see this now. That windshield does a great job. Now let's try it from this side. So you can see I was blowing heavily from this side against the windshield. It would not go out. You come from this side, a little puff of air and it goes out. That windshield, the windshield on this camp stove is really good. That is, yeah, that's hot. Yeah, that is a fantastic addition to this little camp stove here. And we'll get this boiling water off. And let's see here. As you can see, what we got left in there is just like a little charred little briquette. It probably would have burned for like about maybe another minute or two. But we're at 10 minutes right now when we blew it out. So I see you're going to get about 10 to 12 minutes burn time. You're going to put boiling water after 6 minutes. So if you have 2 cups like this, you could probably get it. If it is clean water, you could probably heat up 2 cups like this with 1 briquette. So if there's more than one of you and you both want to have coffee, or you both need to get enough, or you need to get water to put into your freeze-dried meals, you could probably do 2 meals with 1 briquette. Definitely get 2 cups of coffee. So if it's early in the morning, boom, put yours on. As soon as it's hot enough that you could add your coffee, you take that off, put his cup on, or her cup, and then you get that boiling, and then you can both have hot coffee in the morning. So, yeah, this thing is very hot. It did put out a lot of heat, but I think that this is definitely, I would definitely recommend it. If you can find this Fire Dragon out of Great Britain, this Fire Dragon stove, I would highly recommend this. And these firelighter blocks are really good too. But I mean, really, this right here, Esbit tablets, even if you put some twigs in there, I could see this being a very useful item, because if you had, so if let's say you have your cup up here and you can feed twigs through here, right? You could feed twigs under there. Yeah, it's going to put out a lot more soot. It's going to put out some smoke. It's definitely going to have some odor. But you could definitely use this in that situation, so you could boil some water on that. So, yeah, I think this Fire Dragon is this is probably the best one of these folding stoves I've seen. I don't know, maybe some of you have seen stoves that are like this, but this is the first time I've seen a stove like this that has this windshield on it. And I can tell you, those other ones that I folded, at least the ReadyWise one, it just doesn't feel very sturdy. It feels like really cheaply made, just like thrown together. This one here seems to be rather heavy duty. The stainless steel is really well. It feels heavy. And I can tell you this would work good for twigs too, because you do have some air vents underneath here, so this would work good with twigs. I mean, this is a really good stove. I'm really impressed with this British Fire Dragon. So, at any rate, that's, good product. Gear Pack did a good job. This is a good product, new gear, new year, whatever it was. But as far as this goes, this is our review for this week. This is pretty good. I really do like this. So definitely give it a thumbs up. This is a good item, especially this windshield here is a deal breaker right here. That's fantastic. So that it really does the trick too. So, and hey, if you like these type of videos, if you want to see this equipment that comes in these boxes actually used from time to, we're going to be checking out different items every week. Every Tuesday, we're going to be doing gear reviews. So if that's the kind of thing you like, please consider subscribing to the channel. Love to have you. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up. Share this video out. Get the word out. And don't forget that we're at 236 subscribers right now. So 250. Don't forget, we have this Mora with survival kit that I built, as well as this ferro rod that I put together with the hacksaw striker. These are the brand new ones. These have not been used. I made 2 of these, and I have 2 Moras. So this is what's going to be in that giveaway. So you got your cutting tool, you got a little survival kit in here, and then you've got a really beefy ferro rod. This is, you can see how thick that is next to my finger. So this is a really beefy ferro rod. You're gonna get a lot of sparks off of this one. So, but anyway, keep prepping, stay prepared, and there you go. That's a really good item right there. That Fire Dragon British military camp stove.